Hi guys, Franz here. Welcome back to another episode of Knights of Dragons. So usually you guys know that I only do recaps in terms of like Knights of Dragons. When an event ends, like a big event in a weekend, I always make a little recap to give you guys a little heads up about what happened in Android, and I also give you guys the shit that's going on in my head in terms of families and alliances. And yeah, we all know how that works, because I keep saying the wrong thing. So Omega seems to have left AGO, that is now Jun. And yeah, that's the thing that I couldn't get around, you know, it was either Alpha or Omega, but I have the entire, like, alphabet of Alpha, Beta, Delta, Gamma, and all those things in my head right now, or in my head back then when I made that recap video, and I was like, I don't know if it's Alpha or Omega. Now, people made it clear it was Omega, so okay, it's Omega. So, we have the Gusted rivalry here, and this thing is quite, yeah, the stats that it has go over my head straight away. It's Air Earth. It says that right over there, you know, at the like the right, the most right side, and it's very small. I didn't even notice that at first, but it turns out to be that if you make like your banner so busy as this thing is right now, you have to put your things in, all the things that you want to put in, very small. And yeah, you can clearly see that right here now. Like I said, it's Air Earth, and even the entire set is just very nice. It shows the entire set stats, by the way, in here, because it doesn't like this is the actual plus version stats. The other one was with the set, and yeah, well, we're going over all this straight away. So, the milestones, I have seen the champion keys are a little bit more distributed in here, luckily, because those things aren't worth shit. But you can get free gems from them, and as a free-to-play player, I really enjoy that. Yeah, there we have Mr. Blue, you know, that's the pet that got a nerf, or his tier 4-star brother, or sister, I don't even know. And yeah, like I said, I really enjoy that the champion keys are just that much better, or that much more distributed, because like I said, they're not worth jack shit. And I think I'm going for about 25 to 30k, because that's about all I get, even with strips, you know. I'm free to play, I saved up like 400 gems so far, and I will keep saving up, because I'm already saving up for next top run. But, what we need to do is go right here. So, people have been giving me this for, I think the past 12 hours is enough, ever since it came out, and it's about 12 to 13 hours ago that it came out. So, the top 3 is still the same, you know? The top 10 is still the same also, there's nothing new here. You still see that you get the Shadowforged material and everything, and the gems, and blah blah blah. And when this came out, people started nagging right away, but I'll get over that in a bit. Top 15 is the Shadowforged as well. I'll let this sink in for a moment. Top 15 can now also get the Shadowforged that the top 10 also gets. So this means that the ribbons have been moved one, you know, ribbon A became ribbon B, etc. So here we have Feuerstorm Chain. I don't even know why the hell they named this German, but I don't really care either. Valkyrie's Vanguard, Deathstalker's Battle, in top 125 is the Dragonforged now. We all know that Dragonforged have become more distributable with them being fusible, even with epics. So yeah, that means that, of course, they have to be more distributable in the ribbons as well. And same goes for Shadowforged. Because they old Shadowforged, honestly, what they should do is put old Shadowforged in top 50 and like Dragonforged until top 500 or something. Because this is just getting shitter and shitter every damn time. Because the fusion system is ahead of the ribbon system, and I think that is what Greedy is doing right here, trying to make that gap smaller and smaller until there's nothing left of that gap. Hopefully, because I really want them to make that gap smaller and smaller. Now, what you guys may or what am I thinking about this? You know, how do I feel about this? It's nice because, like I said, Dragonforged, they're fusible too now, because you really don't. Why would you even go for top 125? Like, seriously, it's not even worth it anymore. Only top 15 up is still worth it. A little, because you still get Spider Keys and a Gilded Jade and an actual decent Dragonforged, you know? I mean, this one is fusible as well, but it's an actual good Dragonforged, and you don't have the control over what you want to fuse anymore. And yeah, I think that's why the top runs still still worth it for top 50, because if you wanted Valkyrie's Vanguard, that means that, like, yeah, you know what that means. because you can't, like, and especially with the Feuerstone chain, by the way, this one is very, very nice, because it's a Dragonforge remake. In the first instance, it's what Bushido's Battle Gear is what it was before, what it was named before, and now it's the Feuerstone chain. But this thing's stats are absolutely dominating. Yeah, nothing compared to the Shadowforge, but you have to realize that that thing is the Shadowforge and this thing is the Dragonforge. Alright. Now, there have been a couple of questions, like, are top runs going to be more expensive? I'm going to give my opinion about some questions right now, and we'll see how it ends up. So let's just start with the question that I just stated. Are top runs going to be more expensive? Well, honestly, now top 15 and top 10 are the exact same tier. I believe that top 15 will become more expensive. Top 25 will still be the same, but I think this one is going to be a little bit more expensive because of it's the first time, you know, and people are thinking like, hey, we are top 25 sanctions, let's go top 15, you know? And now that this thing is top 15 as well, or the top 15 is a Shadowforge, more people are like, hey, let's just go for it. So this will be an expensive war, and Earth are also quite desired elements, not as good as Fire, Water, or the double elements, you know, the Earth, Spirit combinations, but this is also a little desired element, you know. Fire, Water, Earth, Water, Fire, Air, and Earth, Water are like lesser desired elements because of the element combo, you know, and that's why those wars always, or wars and raids for that matter, those events are cheaper as the actual Air, Earth, Spirit, Fire, blah blah blah. And yeah, this thing, honestly, it's going to be costing some gems if you want to go top 15, so you need to be prepared, because I've already seen a couple, the first order runs, saying, hey, we're probably going for top 15. Now, I'm not going to give out any names because I don't even know those, but they have been saying that, you know, and I believe that also, if TFO says that, then also Jun and pretty much every fucking alliance there is said that. You know, let's just put one in top 15, and it's nice. It's nice that there's a lot of more competition going on right now, but that's why I believe that this specific war is going to be somewhat more expensive. You can let me know what you think about this in the comment down below, by the way, what you guys think about the Shadowforge being in top 15. Honestly, there's no real right time for this shit, you know, it's always just completely random at how Gree does this. You can't really make when would they implement this otherwise, you know? You just don't know. I believe that this is the new team experimenting some, and Gree is getting ready for something new in Ice Dragons. Because, like I said, Shadowforged as well as Dragonforged have become fusible. Unfortunately, Dragonforged, you can fuse Shadowforged with those on the global. For some reason, that is on the Glow or the EU server earlier than rather than the global. I have no idea on why that is, but it just seems to be like that, so I'll just not go into that stuff. Like I said, Gree is getting ready for something. In my opinion, eh? Because I already know that some of you bitches are like, hey, but there, how do you know this and blah blah blah. This is just my opinion. It's just a little theory that I have. We have seen those new, or those 2-star Shadowforge and 3-star Shadowforge like logos or something. They look pretty real to me, and I still believe that they are real. We also have a lot of things that haven't come out yet, like those balls and those tickets. You know, we still have a lot that we need to discuss in terms of unused Knights of Dragons content. Or where those tickets actually used, I don't even know, but maybe they are put in the coding for a reason. And if they are put in there, then why wouldn't we use it? Now, honestly, those tickets have a little date on them, so yeah, we don't have anything on that, but it's just, why would you put it in the coding and not use anything off of it, you know? That's the weirdest part for me. Like, they are doing let's just say you run a game, you put things in the coding because you want that to be out soon enough. That's what I believe, of course. And then all of a sudden, it just stands there in the coding, you know? It's unused. Like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just put it out then? Why did you put it in the first place if it isn't necessary at all? But of course, that's my quite honest opinion about this shit. But my theory, let's just talk about my theory right now. Gree is preparing for the new tiers, because with this, or they are experimenting too, but I'll go with my theory for now. Like, you can clearly see that this all like is still the same, but now that top 15 has become Shadowforged, they are shoving every ribbon a little bit further down to wherever it might be. You know, top 125 is Dragonforge now, and the further you go down, the more epics you'll see. This used to be all legendaries, you know. Now top 5000 is an epic as well, even though it's the shittest epic there is. Sandstorm. I like the armor, by the way, but I don't want to make this all too long, by the way. So my theory is Gree's getting ready for the new tiers with this shit. How do I know this? I don't know. Like I said, it's just a theory, so nothing is real. It all just is what it is as of now. And the only thing that I know is that top 15 is Shadowforge as of now, and what I believe is that we will have new tiers coming soon in the events. And Shadowforge will become more distributable as well as Dragonforge, because you can't go on like this, you know, with Shadowforge as well as Dragonforge being fusible. And like, seriously, you still get epics in fucking top 500, and they are fusible. They are all fusible. I mean, not the plus, but they are all fusible, all of the epics. And the Dragonforge, they are all fusible as well. You know, except for for most pluses, of course. There are some pluses of the old Dragonforge, but still. Let me know what you guys think about Gree doing top 15 as a Shadowforge. And if you have any theory about it, you can also let me know. Like, you know my theory by now, but I also would like to hear your things and opinions and stuff like that about it. And maybe we will actually get to something here. Because I really believe that Gree is doing this for a reason. You know, it's not like they were drunk at one night and they just said like, oh, well, let's make it top 15, blah blah blah. No, I believe that they actually did this for a reason. Not being drunk, no. Gree is never drunk when they do this shit, because they always plan this out very carefully. And yeah, when it comes to glitches, we all know that that's not really planned. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Share this with your friends and buddies and everybody on the internet. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more of me, of course. But guys, like I said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again next time.